Converting metric units. I want to go from milliliters to liters. First thing I need to do is find where is my decimal point. It's at the end of the number. Next thing I need to do is what unit am I starting with? Starting with milliliters. So I come over to my table. Kangaroos hopping downhill drinking chocolate milk. Or kilo, hecto, deca, whatever my main unit is, in this case liters, deci, centi, milli. So I have my milli. I want my decimal point at the end of the milli column. And then I want to fill in my numbers going out from there. So 0, 0, 5, 1. Next thing I want to do is put my new decimal point where it belongs, at the end of the main unit column. There's no prefix here, so it's going at the end of the unit column. Then I get rid of my old decimal point. I now have my correct number, 1.5 liters. Now, whether you hold on to those zeros or not, that is going to depend on the application to which you're putting this. So if you are in a chemistry class that does not have the decimal written there, therefore it's assumed that those two zeros are just holding the decimal in place. They're not actually needed beyond that. So now that we don't need them to hold the decimal in place, we don't need the zeros. The decimal is between the 1 and the 5. In other cases, though, you will need to hold on to those zeros, and that's what you're going to learn in your future classes. Our second example here, 1.7 liters is how many centiliters? So I'm going to start by finding my decimal point. It's already given to me here. What column am I looking at? I'm looking at the main unit because there's no prefix for my letter. There's only one letter there. So my decimal point goes at the end of the main unit column. In front of my decimal point I have the 1. So in the column in front of it I put the 1. After my decimal I have the 7. So after it I put the 7. Next thing I want to do, find my new decimal place. It's at the end of the centi column. There's my centi column. At the end of it, put my new decimal place. I need a 0 to hold that decimal in place, and I need to get rid of my old decimal. I now have my answer, 170. So 1.7 liters is the same as 170 centiliters.